Hello guys, Nightspectre here, bringing you another League of Legends cast for 2 minutes into the game, and for that I am sorry, but let's go over the teams quickly, shall we? So as you can see, we have a jungler called Vi, who will be jungling of course. We have a Kha'zix who will be in the middle, a Taric and Ezreal on the bottom lane for blue team, and an Ahri who is standing AFK in base. That's a pity, I hope she reconnects soon. We have a mid lane Blitzcrank. I haven't actually seen that at all. I've seen top lane Blitzcranks, but mid lane Blitzcranks, not really. He is going ability power Blitzcrank, so it does quite some damage. If he's able to grab you, he can insta-gib you, because that ultimate does a lot of damage and the cooldown isn't that high. Bottom lane will consist of a Caitlyn and a Elise support. So Ahri has finally reconnected, that's good. So Elise support, well, she kind of works the same as a Zyra support perhaps. Cocoon works a little bit the same like those roots she can do, but she is going to be a very aggressive support, which means you can win your lane. And why not? So we have a Jax who will be top. For now he is facing Vi and will have a hard time because of it, because Vi of course has a double buff. She is of course waiting until Ahri has arrived. I think Ahri will go in the middle though. We have a Maokai jungler as well on red team, and that's pretty much everyone. So let's check out bottom, because it is quite an aggressive lane, I must say. If Elise is able to cocoon you, then Caitlyn will more likely than not be able to put a trap underneath you. Ahri now going to go for a gank in the middle apparently together with Kha'zix. She wants to have her lane back. She is of course only level 1, so she is behind quite a bit. Kha'zix now jumping in, going to try and get the kill onto the Blitzcrank. However, guess who's there? It is Maokai. Ignite went down on Blitzcrank. Of course, his mana shield did a lot of the damage away. Now Blitzcrank flashing in, getting the kill onto Ahri. Kha'zix does the same. Will he be able to jump away in time? Apparently not. A kill for the Maokai. Great play for Maokai. Now it's going to be Vi going in onto the Jax. Will Jax be able to get away? I'm noticing bottom lane is having issues as well. Maybe I should go to the bottom first, but I'm pretty sure that Vi can take this, to be honest. Jax is quite low. Will Vi be able to get the kill? She is going for it. Will do a lot of damage and then flashes away. Thank you, Vi, for giving me the kill, so I'm not mistaken. Not yet, Elise. We're first going to go back in time and see how it all went down on the bottom lane. So we had Elise and Caitlyn pushing it down rather hard when the action started in the middle. And Elise went in onto the Ezreal, got the kill onto Caitlyn, but she repelled a little bit too soon, meaning that Caitlyn took a lot of minion turret shots. Now Elise going to try and tank the turret for Caitlyn. She will be tanking, however the stun went down onto Taric and the minions just did too much damage. Elise missing her cocoon. At that time, of course, Vi got the kill onto the Jax, and will Elise now be able to get the kill onto the Taric? While Ezreal is arriving, so Elise should be backing off rather shortly. Is going to die to the minions? No! Oh my god, that was less than 5 HP. Now Taric flashing in, didn't get the kill. At this time, top lane got another kill, so my god, I can't be at all places at the same time. We have Maokai going in. Will he find himself a nice little Vi? Yes indeed, Sapling will blast off. Vi will not be able to escape. Twisted Advance with the Arcane Smash will get the kill to Maokai. So we have Maokai now again with a double buff. He hasn't lost it yet because of course he got the new fresh double buff from Vi, meaning he will be quite the guy. Blitzcrank and Ahri are still in the middle. Ahri now level 3, Blitzcrank level 4. It will be quite hard for Ahri to get back in this because of course she disconnected in the beginning, which was a pity for her team. At least it gave a kill to Vi, and Vi will now just be able to jungle back. But because there's still a double buff on this Maokai, it might be dangerous for the rest of his team. Kha'zix, not knowing that the Maokai is actually approaching, he doesn't have a ward. Twisted Advance will hit more likely than not, but Maokai doesn't care. The sapling will hit, of course. Bottom lane is now only Caitlyn and Ezreal. Their both supports had to go back after that nasty fight at the tower. A little bit aggressive for red team, but in the end it kind of worked out. It was a 1-for-1, and one kill was given to Taric and not Ezreal, whilst Caitlyn got the kill onto the Ezreal. So in a way it's good though. I think Elise really wants to have some kills. She is going to try and get as many kills as she can, because it is quite important. Will she get the cocoon onto Ezreal? No, she will not. What's going down everywhere? Maokai now going in onto the Ahri. Ahri was able to do a lot of damage onto the Blitzcrank, but it won't be enough. Blitzcrank will get the kill onto Ahri. Did Ahri flash there? She did, but she didn't move at all. Vi spotted by the sapling. She is level 6, so she could go for her ultimate. Instead, she wasn't able to reach it. Now let's go back to top. Really? Everything is happening everywhere. So as the Ahri was dying, we had Kha'zix going in onto the Jax with the jump. Will the stun land? Yes indeed, but the ignite will do more than enough damage. And then one single auto attack will get the kill onto the Kha'zix. Maokai will not be there quickly enough to end it. Elise wants to land a cocoon, instead is going to use the volatile spiderling. Doesn't do as much damage yet, but that's natural because she is a support and she doesn't even have ability power of her own, so she won't be able to do that much damage. Taric instead is going to stun the cocoon hit, so that will be a lot of damage onto Ezreal. He was able to flash away. Taric now going to take a lot of damage because of it. Not going to shoot your gun, Caitlyn? I thought it would have been off cooldown. Bit of a pacemaker is now off cooldown, but Taric was able to heal. Vi now going in from behind, was spotted by a ward, or at least warned by her teammates. Now she is spotted by a ward, so I think bottom lane will be a little bit less aggressive. She has her ultimate though, so if she's able to get close enough, she could go for the kill. Whew, a lot of stuff happening on a lot of different places, so I'm sorry if I'm not able to catch everything at the same time. It is hard, I'm sorry. Maybe I should put on the dynamic camera instead and make him do all the work. Because whenever an action happens, the dynamic camera cares for it. So we have Taric putting a stun down onto the Caitlyn. They're going for it. Caitlyn needs to run away. She was ignited. There isn't that much mana onto the Vi. Vi is coming in actually with the ultimate. A soul and battery onto... Oh, nice repel, but she won't be able to repel anywhere. Actually, she could repel on the minions, but instead she decides to die. Because, of course, what was the point anyway? She would have died anyway. And we have Jax now going in with the stun onto Kha'zix, doing a lot of damage, but Kha'zix is level 6. He still has his ultimate ready for the go. If needed be, he can just walk away, probably. Taric wants to go in for the kill on Caitlyn, but Caitlyn is fine. And we have Maokai in the rear as well, so she should be fine. Now, Jax is level 6 as well, and what an important ultimate it is to have as a Jax. Now, every third auto attack will do more damage. Is it? Yes, it is. Man, I'm good. Though Kha'zix has evolved his Void Spike, so these will do a lot of damage and he can poke with them and many times over and over. Pings are going down onto the Jax, not to show what red team is thinking. Maybe Maokai wants Jax to disappear, or he is going to go for a gank immediately after he gets red. We shall see. Instead he is going for golems. No, he is going for the gank. So let's see what is going to happen. I hope the other lanes will be quiet. Maokai now going in. If Jax is able to stun the Kha'zix, it should be an easy go. Of course, Kha'zix has his ultimate, so he can become invisible whenever he needs to. Instead, Jax is going to push the lane, is going to tank a lot of minions, and now it should be the time for the gank. Jax, just jump on him with your counter strike and you should have a kill. If you get too low, Kha'zix will probably kill you, and you don't want a reset champion to get a kill, because then his jump will reset. Instead, he is going to try and bait it with a recall. If Kha'zix jumps in, he will die. He didn't go for it, but now the counter strike goes. Kha'zix immediately jumps away knowing, hey, you're trying to bait me. That won't work, boy. That won't work at all. Blitzcrank has not been able to pull the Ahri yet. Of course, Ahri is quite good against Blitzcrank. Instead, we have Vi going in onto the Maokai. Maokai is one level behind onto the Vi. Instead, she's just going to ward just to be safe. She had no vision onto the Jack, so why not? Dazzle going out by the Taric. He wants to go and shatter real close just to do some damage. Of course, well, in a way, I would say there is no sustain in the Caitlyn lane and the Elise lane, but that's not really the case. Elise can heal with her Skittering Frenzy in spider form, and, well, Caitlyn has her Vampiric Scepter already. So instead, Cocoon onto the Taric. Taric, of course, using his ultimate to increase damage. The pit over... No, the ace in the hole is going down. Elise trying to get the kill onto Repulse. It's really too close to the tower. I think Dazzle should be off cooldown rather shortly. It is, but both of them will get away. Now, not yet, Vi. First, we're going back in time because something happened in the middle as well. So we had the Vi going in onto... No, not yet. That was a little replay bug. So we had Ahri here low on health. Apparently, she got pulled. Her ultimate is not on cooldown though, so she can use Spirit Rush whenever needed, and it is needed now. So instead, Blitzcrank wants to go for the instant kill and gets it. She went down faster than you can say, hey Macarena, even though you probably can say that rather fast. Blitzcrank now going to try and run away. Assault and Battery use the huge mana shield, however. That's one of the powers of an ability power. Blitzcrank, he will get so much mana, there's no use trying to kill him because he will just have a huge shield, and that's that. So bottom lane did won the lane, which means they can push on rather hard, maybe destroy tower for the team, though I must say red team is in the lead for now. It's 1,300 gold lead. They don't really need the money. They can just freeze the lane as much as they like. Maybe they are winning their lane quite hard and then they do not want to destroy this turret because it would result in Ezreal getting easier farm. For now, Ezreal is behind on farm, so it's not a lie what I'm saying here. He is quite far behind on farm. We have Caitlyn with 88 minion kills and Ezreal with 53. That's like a champion kill. It's even more. That's like 2 champion kills that the Caitlyn is ahead onto the Ezreal. Of course, Taric has 6 minion kills. And the Elise only has 0, so Taric is winning from Elise. Jax going in onto the Kha'zix. Kha'zix gets rooted by the Twisted Advance, but then he will turn invisible and try to turn around, doing a lot of damage. The Ignite will kill him. Well, the Leap Strike will kill him. At the very least, we have Vi going in. She loads up her punch and she will get the kill. Denting Blows finishing it off for her. Now we have Taric stunning the Elise. Elise, of course, is also not really the target you want. That Caitlyn can produce a lot of damage, and Elise in spider form has bonus armor and magic resistance, meaning she... Oh my god! I don't think, nope, the ultimate of Blitzcrank wasn't off cooldown yet, or else he would have been able to do a lot of damage. I'm really eager to find out what items he is going for. Apparently he is going to stack up a lot of mana. Why not? It is good on a Blitzcrank. A lot of damage being dealt onto Caitlyn. She will have to auto attack the minions quite some times in order to regenerate her health. Ahri is going down for a gank, so maybe this will happen because I don't see any wards on Elise part except in the brush she is standing in. Stun going down onto Caitlyn. She managed to get away easily. Now you see Ahri going in, but a nice ward placed down by the Elise, of course, through good communication because of Blitzcrank, because now you have 4 players by red team going in onto the bottom lane to get a kill. They will get Taric easily. A quick kill there. Blitzcrank still has his hook, so Elise needs to be very careful. He also still has his ultimate. Instead, Ace in the Hole is going to get shot onto the Ahri, but she will barely survive. Ezreal was not willing to tank. Apparently, Blitzcrank did use his hook onto the Taric earlier on in the game. So for that, I am sorry. We now have Vi on top. We have Kha'zix on the bottom, but Kha'zix is not able to do anything. We have... No, Elise, don't you do that. Don't you die on me. Instead, she is going to take a lot of pain by the Jax, but that will be all. Dragon will be taken by red team. Of course they can. They have gotten the kill onto someone on the bottom lane, and Ahri was quite low as well. And the Ezreal as well. Will Kha'zix be able to do something about it though? He might have been able to, but it is too dangerous. This team has very high crowd control. And if he would have gotten caught, he would have died instantly. Of course, if he could have assassinated one and then jump away and then try to jump back in after the cooldown is done, he might have been able to do something. But that is, of course, the ideal world. And it is not the world we're living in. Boys and girls, no it is not. Cruel it is. Oh, a blue buff on Blitzcrank is very fancy to have. Because, of course, you might say, oh, Blitzcrank's abilities, they cost mana. But they don't cost that much. Well, if you keep using those abilities, your mana will go down. Now, that's not really an issue on caster, because as long as they have some mana, it's not a waste. However, Blitzcrank with a blue buff really enables him to get infinite mana and not making his mana drop. Of course it is dropped now because he keeps spamming his ability, so it won't rise. However, once it is at 100%, it will probably stay at 100%. And that means his mana shield is as strong as it can be, because of course the mana shield will use the 50% of the current mana as a shield. And now he doesn't have that much mana, the shield won't be that big of an issue as well. Vi still pushing on top. I'm not too sure if Kha'zix like it. Instead, Kha'zix will need to go and get a kill onto the Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank is a little bit out of position, however he is still Blitzcrank. The slow of the Void Spikes did not hit. Bottom lane has destroyed their turret. They want to go for red maybe, or go for a kill onto the Ahri. Pings are going down by blue team, so they know they're there. Instead, we're going to find Ahri finding himself in Elise. She will get Cocoon, and of course a volatile spider will hit, but it's not that big of an issue. Taric wants to go for blood, of course. Nice flash away, dodging the charm by Elise. I was thinking they would have gotten the kill because Elise had her spirit rush, Ahri, but apparently that was not the case. I apologize in advance that I will... Ooh, nice steal by Blitzcrank. Of course, Blitzcrank is very good at stealing. Vi was able to get the top turret though, so it will be a turret for a turret, though that will mean that a blue team is down one turret. So red team is ahead by now. It is becoming a 4,000 gold lead. It's not yet there, but still it is an issue. Kha'zix wanted to go in for a gank, but then again, as I said before, there is a lot of crowd control and a flash away by Taric. Pings are going down onto the red team, saying they have to retreat, and that's especially what they're going to do. Did I say especially? I mean especially. I meant especially. My god, my English is bad today. For that I am sorry as well. Nothing water can't fix, I hope. So Elise going for a massive amount of gold per 5. I can't blame him. You need money as an Elise because you need items as an Elise. Of course, the base stats aren't that bad, but if you want to be something in life, get money and buy all the stuff and become powerful. It's not really that big of a lie what I'm saying. Oh, it's such a depressing cast today. I wonder why. There's actually no reason at all. And the red buff will do that for you, Ezreal. Don't be so cheeky. Ooh, Blitzcrank going in with the pull, missing onto the Kha'zix. A pity indeed. Thank you, dynamic camera. I know you're the best at this. Whenever Blitzcrank pulls, the dynamic camera will watch, making some epic things. It's kind of weird that we have Vi on the top lane for all eternity and Kha'zix just needing to roam all day long and not getting any kills. What did I just say? I think I lied a little bit. Though, of course, that big mana shield, man, what I was talking about. The power of a blue buff. Oh, Ace in the hole will not get the kill, but I'm pretty sure Blitzcrank's fists will. Indeed, a kill for Blitzcrank. Ahri was able to get away from the Jax, but that's that. So, it was a very good gank on Blitzcrank, but because, as I said before, he is stacking so much mana, he had 1,000 bonus health. Ezreal missing the true shot barrage there. Pity indeed, it might have been a kill if he didn't hit anything with it on the way. I'm not too sure, I didn't check out the entire path of that thing. Ezreal now going to recall. He pushed the lane rather hard. This tower hasn't gotten a dent in it yet. Well, maybe a small dent. But it still has a lot of HP left, which means that it will take some time for blue team to take at least one tower. The middle tower is a little bit more broken, but there's a big Blitzcrank standing in front of it. And because, of course, we are nearing the mid-game, we've actually arrived to it. There's going to be team fights. So we have the red team just standing in the middle, not wanting them to destroy this tower, whilst blue team's tower isn't there. So they need to be a little bit more careful. They can get pressured upon way easier than it is for them to pressure red team, because, of course, red team can just walk back to their tower. We have Vi now going in onto Jax. I don't know if Jax cares. He is going to do a lot of damage onto the Vi as well, but I don't think it's enough. Bottom lane gotten a kill. I don't think something is going to happen top, so I might as well just go back 15 seconds and see how it all happened. So we had Caitlyn here being attacked by... No, this is not where it happened. Well, we'll check out this kill first. So we had Caitlyn getting attacked by the Kha'zix. She's trying to kite him around, but he's not stupid enough to walk on the cupcake. And then mid lane got a kill as well, so let's check that one out. We had Blitzcrank going in with probably the best pull in the world. If you're able to pull an Ezreal, you are a god, and Elise going with the venomous bite, getting the kill. So nothing happened on top. I picked the wrong lane. There were three lanes I could pick from, and one lane was the bad one, and I picked the bad one. What are the odds? Well, 1 in 3. Blitzcrank going in with the pull, barely missing the Kha'zix there, gets stunned, and then, of course, the ultimate of Taric being used as well to increase damage and actually healing power as well. Blitzcrank wants blood, instead is going to get exhausted. Ahri with a decent charm going in up to Blitzcrank, but he has a full mana pool, which means that's a huge shield. And there's a good pull by Blitzcrank. Does he have his ultimate? Yes, he does. Great kill once again, stolen by the Elise. No, not really. Oh my god, Taric, you need to be careful there. That volatile spider is going for the kill. She can still repel, I think. Twisted Advance being used by... What the... Boom! Kill by Ezreal. But that was very weird to see. So the minute the Twisted Advance worked on the Maokai onto the Kha'zix, Kha'zix was able to jump, and normally, of course, Twisted Advance follows you, but he was tagged in midair, so you had flying roots. That was cray. I haven't seen that one before. The second Baron Dragon in the game will probably be taken by Red Team as well. Increasing their lead a little bit, Blue Team was able to pull it a little bit closer, but this Dragon will open the gap even further. We're nearing a 5,000 gold differentiation. If Vi is able to take this tower, it would be good, but guess what? The entirety of Red Team is there to go for the kill. Twisted Advance will be used just in time, catching the Vi, and Arcane smashing her towards the rest of his team, and an easy kill. Ace in the hole will finish off whatever it was that she needed to do, giving the kill to Caitlyn. Red buff will be given to Jax, which is fine. I don't think that Maokai really needs it. He has his Twisted Advance and Arcane Smash to do the work for him. He doesn't need an extra slow. It is handy, but he doesn't need it. Instead, blue buff will be given to Blitzcrank to make his shield even bigger than before. As we've all seen, it is quite an awesome thing to have. And blue buff. Immediately, blue buff. And of course, Blitzcrank will probably steal the blue team's blue buff for all eternity and beyond. It's quite awesome to see this Blitzcrank doing a great work for himself in the middle lane. Of course, it was a pity that Ahri disconnected in the beginning. Maybe things would have turned around then. But then again, they were 2-on-1 on the Blitzcrank at the beginning of the game. Maokai was there to patch things up though, so it all worked out in the end, I think. It was blue team's own greed that got them the first kill on Blitzcrank. Well, to give them a kill to Blitzcrank. Oh, get dunked, Device says. All the minions going to try and kill. And Ahri with the Spirit Rush. There's no escape. A very nice charm, however. Jax kept running away instead of running towards the Ahri. What are you implying, Riot? What are you implying about Jax's sexuality? I don't know. I've seen a video recently with Jax asking Ezreal to go one-on-one, though. Yeah, I know. And what did I say? Indeed, blue buff stolen in front of the eyes of Ahri. I'm sure she will cry. I'm sure she will die. Blitz will live. Ahri will die. Or instead it will be the poor Ezreal who's going to die. The ultimate of Blitz should be ready. Instead it's going to be Vi going in onto Blitz. He still has his mana shield, so he will be able to take a lot of pain. Instead, he is just going to walk and start running. And Red Team actually taking a lot of damage there. Blitzcrank, of course, with the overdrive is quite a fast champion. Will pull in the Ezreal, will use his silence. Ezreal was able to get away. The entirety of Red Team is fairly low, but not low enough. That's a great kill by Elise. And now it's the Red Team turning things around. Ahri got the kill onto Maokai, not the prime target, but I think everyone will now back off. I don't believe Blitzcrank will be able to pull one more. Instead, he makes me be a liar. However, there's going to be a lot of damage onto the Caitlyn. She was able to flash away. Elise is quite tanky, so she will be fine. Jax going in with the counter-strike, stunning the Ahri. She is so low. There is a rocket grab coming up, but she missed. Well, he misses, and there is a Elise that didn't want to tank a turret, so she repelled a little bit. Her spiderlings are now tanking the turret, so she should be fine. Now the minions are tanking the turret. This could be an inhibitor turret, but of course we're too early into the game, and people are getting back alive already. So great play by Red Team. They are opening the gap from gold in... What English am I talking today anyway? I don't care. I don't care. They are increasing the gold gap rather hard. Now it's going to be Vi going in once again onto the Jax. She still had Assault and Battery. Jax did not expect that. And one more dash. And that will be a kill. Vault Breaker is a great gap closer. Maybe that's why they named it Vault Breaker. I don't know. Why would you break vaults if you're a vigilante? I don't know. Vi has always been a weird vigilante at that. Blitzcrank, what are your minion kills? Because loss hitting on a Blitzcrank must be quite hard. Instead, we have blue team taking down a turret. So it will be 2 turrets for blue team, 4 for red team. Making the gold differentiation a little bit less. A little more action, please. So, great play. However, they are being surrounded by the entirety of red team. I say entirety, there are only 3 players. But what 3 players? 4 players, sorry. We have a Blitzcrank in the rear as well, pulling the Ezreal. Missing the pull, actually. I lied again. Elise was unable to get the Ezreal, so she will be left behind. And this should be a kill indeed. Too bad, if he used his ultimate earlier, he could have gotten the kill onto Ahri. Of course, he couldn't have known that Ahri was standing there in that brush. So this might be an inhibitor. We have Taric down, we have Ezreal down. There's still 10 seconds left on the clock for Taric. Blitzcrank going to go for being aggressive, maybe pushing away blue team so that his team can ensure a very quick Baron. Maokai needs to be at Baron though. Blitzcrank now going to assist his team. Too bad he used his ultimate. Blitzcrank's ultimate is very good for Barons actually, because the dot only ticks onto the Baron, doing a lot of damage, especially as an ability powered Blitzcrank. Let's check it out. Vi going in for the steal! She did it! I was going to find out how much damage the Blitzcrank static field did, but never mind that. A lot of damage being dealt by Vi and Kha'zix alone. Red team in a heap of trouble, I must say. Elise running away. The Ignite will get the kill, giving a jump for Kha'zix. He will jump away to safety. Jax needs to run away. Maokai and Blitzcrank are the sole fighters there. We have Elise running. Oh my god, Ezreal getting the double kill with a very impressive true shot barrage. And now we have Blitzcrank running away. Will get killed by Kha'zix. He does a jump of joy, finding himself a Maokai. He's not paying attention though. Kha'zix isn't either. Doesn't matter. Should be a double kill for Kha'zix. If it isn't a triple kill already, it is an ace nevertheless. An unofficial double kill or whatever. A huge turnaround for blue team. Could you imagine that they were behind 10,000 gold? Well, remember when that was? It was a few seconds ago. Now it's only a 3,000 gold differentiation, and they are probably going to destroy 3 turrets at no end. So this is the top inner turret destroyed. Of course, blue team, red team is respawning right about now, but there's 2 turrets destroyed. Only a 2,000 gold differentiation here. It's not that bad. And keep in mind, blue team has Baron. They of course need to buy items now. It's fairly important. But that Vi steal, oh my. Oh my, that was amazing. That was especially what blue team needed. It was looking grimmer and grimmer instead it is more grim. I don't know. And that will be a dragon. Actually, if Jax is able to do something, well, a nice smite by Vi once more will make it so that she will just run away and leave his Taric to die. Bye, Taric. There's a Baron buff disappearing for life. Taric trying to juke it out, but you cannot juke out an ace in the hole. Will be the kill onto Taric. I'm not too sure whether or not they could have gotten away if Vi worked together with Taric. But better be safe than sorry, okay? So it is only still a 1,500 gold lead for red team, which isn't that much at the 27th minute mark. So everything can happen. It can all work out in the end. As I drank some more water, Blitzcrank trying to steal blue buff. Will he succeed? I don't think he will. He is going to try and pull it again, but with no avail. He has the Ice Brand gauntlets apparently. Or is it the Ice Forged? Probably Ice Forged. Iceborn. Tuh. How many names do you get with ice? I don't know. The ultimate. What's the cooldown on that thing? Only 20 seconds. 18.6 to be precise. So this Blitzcrank has a lot of cooldown reduction apparently. Well, the Iceborn gauntlets give you cooldown reduction, but it's not enough. Of course, the blue buff gives him cooldown reduction as well, but it can still be more. So that will probably result in a 16-second static field ultimate. He just farms with it all day. Doesn't matter. He can do it. He can just farm each wave with static field. They respawn at, I think, every 15 seconds. So if he gets a little bit more cooldown reduction, he could do it. He could become the great farmer. Robot farmer. And they are going in onto Vi. Vi now going to run away. Of course, she can use her Vault Breaker to get away, but you cannot escape the twisted advance. For it is twisted, and it advances in your general direction. Blitzcrank now wants to go for a kill onto Ahri. Won't work as well. Blue team still playing it rather safe considering they have a Baron buff. They could have pushed for objectives, but if you push against a Blitzcrank, then you're putting yourself in a weak position. Vi instead is going to try and bait out, trying to beg for getting pulled there, because if you pull Vi, she can just use her ultimate. Nice little charm there by Ahri. However, Blitzcrank has a full mana pull, ace in the hole, hits the Ahri, doing a lot of damage there. Taric is not able to stun anyone. Instead, they are going to miss the stun and the Salt and Battery combination there. Vi now going in onto the Maokai. Maokai, of course, not the prime target, will get the kill onto Vi. Easy dub there. And then we have Jax going down as well. Elise going down. And Blitzcrank getting away easily there. Of course, he still had his mana shield, so it didn't matter that much. So, a great fight for both players, to be honest, for both teams. Ezreal wants to go berserkers there, won't work. But because blue team has a little bit more health left, they are able to push down the objectives. They don't have the Baron buff, so they still need to be a little bit careful. The rest of red team is going to get back there quite quickly. So that could be a twisted advance by Maokai actually. He's going to have to use flash there. We'll use arcane smash. Jax should be able to leap strike in. We'll leap strike onto the Maokai. But guess what, Maokai? You're dead. Ezreal doing a lot of damage there. Ezreal flashing away, trying to kill the Jax, but of course he has Guardian Angel, won't get the kill onto Jax. Instead it's going to be Caitlyn turning this around. She has red buff, so she is slowing down the Ahri quite quickly, and that will be a double kill for Caitlyn. Baron buff will respawn in about a minute and a half, I think. So, oh, instead Ace in the Hole being used there by Caitlyn, but it won't be a kill onto the Ezreal. He is quite low. Blitzcrank could go in from behind, but it is Vi going in from behind. Man, these fights don't end, do they? They don't. So instead pings are going down. Red team needs to retreat, need to prepare themselves for Baron that is about to respawn. So it probably will in just about a minute, I hope. Unless I am very bad at the feeling of when a Baron respawns. Normally I have very good feeling about it. So let's say at the 31 minute and 30 seconds, then Baron will be there. It's a wild guess, but I hope it's a good one. So, oh my, after those fights I still don't know who is actually winning in this fight. And quite frankly, you can't say it. You can't say who is winning. Everyone could be winning. It's all about the team fights. Whoever wins the next team fight will probably create such a huge dent into the enemy's defenses that they might not be able to turn it around after that. But even then, as I said before, the fights are close. I think it's about 30 seconds left until Baron will respawn, so we have red team pushing down the lanes once more. They'll probably try and get another Baron, though of course they need to put into consideration that Vi can be there whenever she wants and that she can probably steal it once more. Instead they are going to collapse onto Vi. Vi, of course, not the prime target. Elise, however, is quite a good target. Kha'zix jumping away. It was actually Kha'zix getting pulled, and then immediately Blitzcrank is going to die. Ahri is still there. Well, Jax is going to die, but he still has his Guardian Angel. Kha'zix now jumping away again, but he gets twisted advanced by the Maokai. Elise was unable to get close, will get dazzled. Ahri wants to do more damage. She should land a charm rather shortly. And we have Elise trying to run away for his life, but the entirety of blue team is still alive. She's juking it out, will dodge the charm, but it doesn't matter. She will die as well. Baron, of course, has respawned. I was spot on onto it, I think. I'll check it out when I watch this file again, but I should be rather close to the 31 and 30 seconds mark, which will result in the Baron for blue buff for blue team once more, which will result in a lot of damage. I predicted that this will be the thing that blue team needed. They can pull it around right now. If they're able to destroy an inhibitor while they have the Baron buff, they might have the game. Of course, as I said before, it is quite dangerous to go in onto a Blitzcrank. If he's able to pull you, you will die. Though Kha'zix actually survived it. I think he was the guy that got pulled. Of course, he is Kha'zix. He leapt away immediately. He can turn invisible with his ultimate, so maybe that's how he escaped death. Probably did. So we have now Vi taking a dragon, giving her team some more precious gold. That will be 1,000 gold given to the team in total, which will result in a 2,000 gold lead for blue team. You didn't guess that what was about to happen now, did ye? Blue buff will of course be given to Blitzcrank, who got dropped rather quickly considering. I always say, hey, that mana shield, man, it gives you a lot of powerful stuff, but guess what? Blue team was able to burst down the Blitzcrank ever so quickly. Then again, Blitzcrank isn't the only form of damage that red team has. You also have Elise, who has taken quite a kill, so she isn't that far behind. Well, power-wise, of course, she had to buy some supportive items as well. She has Shirello's Reverie, which is good for her team. She also, well, she has a Lion Restorement, which is a good item for Elise. Are they going to get the pull? No, they will not. Blitzcrank pulling a minion. Now it's going to be red team going berserkers onto Ezreal. Ezreal arcane shifts away. They're going in onto the poor Ahri, but she still lives, and she's able to spirit rush away. Kha'zix got the kill onto Caitlyn. The AD carry is down. Vi going in onto, oh my god, double kill for Kha'zix. And Jax died to the Ezreal. I think it was the power of his static shift there and another reset for Kha'zix. It should be another jump there rather shortly. Indeed, hits the Void Spikes and Elise will die. The last one standing. That's the ace for blue team. There's going to be an inhibitor, and I even think the game. They have 30 seconds to push down to the Nexus towers. Will they succeed? I don't know. This is live for me. Oh my god, can Red Team pull this off? Can they do something about this? This is going to be the Nexus turret destroyed. There will be one destroyed. I think both of them will be destroyed. There is nothing that Red Team can do. Vi is trying to do a lot of damage, pounding it down with the excessive force. It does increase damage onto her auto attacks, and this will be a GG. Very great play by blue team. Who would have thunk that a Baron steal could be such a turnaround in a game? Well, I tell you, always try to Baron steal, because if you die, you're the only one that died, but at least you tried. Try to Baron steal. Just don't try to do it with your entire team, because that can be just the shutdown of your entire game. So guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Whatever it is I'll do, whenever it is I'll do it. Bye bye.